I'm tired of it now. Like, I'm absolutely tired. Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your girl Onika with another story time. He didn't know. This is probably part 5. Mate. But guys, let's jump right into today's video. Because this one is juicy. This one is a bit juicy, guys. So let me start. A year ago, in 2021, I met this guy on the train, and he was chatting to me. I was going to London, and he was chatting to me, and we was talking, and he's Nigerian. Well, these guys, these Nigerian guys. If you give them your number, they're gonna call right in front of you. So it's just best to give him the correct number, or don't give him it at all. So I gave him the number, and he called, and he's like, okay. So this guy's talking to me. And I'm not gonna lie, like when I got fed up, I told him. I came up to him and told him because I find he was like, he was on me a bit. So I told him, and he was like, what? So I'll leave the conversation here, right to the side for you to see it. He's like, what? Oh, you're a man? And I just put LOL. And that was it. That was it. I never heard from this guy again. 2 weeks ago, I going to get some medication when I was sick, and this guy saw me by the train station again, and came up to me. I was like, hi babe, how long? I haven't seen you in a long time. I haven't heard from you. I stopped talking to him. I was like, I stopped talking to you. But I forgot the conversation. But I know we used to talk. I know his face. So we were talking in the train station, and he's like, give me back your number, and I gave him back my number. So when he called and I went into the conversation, I saw the conversation, right? So I said, okay, he knows. So he went to work. He called me on his way to work. He was in an Uber, and he called me, and he's like, oh, you will come and spend the night with me, whatever, no. So, truth and behold, this man is basically obsessed with me. And some Nigerian guys could be a bit sticky, iffy, you know what I mean, right? I was like, the thirsty ones, like, you ain't getting a pum-pum, bruv. If you're not getting a pum-pum, go and pay a prostitute or something. Pay an escort for sex. Like, really, there's so many things. Buy a friggin' toy. Invest in a toy. So, oh God, sorry guys. So I was there now, and was on the phone, and then when he reached the work, he told me where he working. So I was like, what? That's where you work? How long are you working there? He said like a year. Last time we get a year. Last year, September. I was like, I used to work there, but I used to work day shift, and he used to work night shift. I was like, really? He said, why you don't work there no more? Okay. So next day now, went to bed, get up in the morning. He's calling me to tell me he's on his way home if you want me to pass and check. I was like, no. No. And he's like, okay. He went home, he called me. He checked up on me, he asked if I eat, how I'm feeling, Being very nice gentleman. So when I'm feeling better now, I find, he wants to come and check me a lot now. And I said, okay, no problem. Come on, see me. But I am still thinking that he knows now. Not knowing, he forgot. How will you forget something like that, bruv? Like, I told you I was a transgender woman. How will you forget something like that? Like, are you taking the piss? Are you that thirsty for pom-pom? Like, really? moving forward. So we were, he came over and he hugged me and he tried to kiss me at my front door. No, I blame myself for not refreshing his memory, but I got I got comfortable to the fact that I told him. I have evidence that I told him. Do you understand what I mean? So I'm a bit like comfortable to a point. Just like okay. So he came inside. One my friends were here, so we came into the bedroom because my friends was not in the mood, and he works like not far from me because it's at my old job. He works at my old job, but he works nights, and he came. I told him like you can't sit down on my bed like that. Let me go for a chair. So he took off his trousers and he said no. And this guy now is touching me, touching my breasts, trying to kiss me. So then he was like, babe, I like to suck vagina. Excuse? What? So that shocked me for a moment. Babe, I like to suck vagina. What do you mean by vagina? I like to suck pum pum. I was like, okay. And, he was rubbing my leg. And it's like, oh. I had on, I think I had on a tights. I had on a tights on the top. So, you were seeing the print. It was looking very buffy. It was looking very buffy and healthy, honey. So, he was tempted. And I seen his dick is getting hard. I was like, babe, relax. He's like, oh, babe, please, come on. We are big people, I'm not gonna like you, da 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 da. And I was like, so no. And mind you, it's fucking freezing cold. And he already booked a cab to come and pick him up at 9:40. It's freezing. So, well, it's my safety first. But I was like, babe, don't touch me. I'm that serious. Don't touch me. Because I was starting to get pissed. Like, don't touch me. Respect my space. Let's talk. Let's chill until your cab is here. And I was so baffled. I was so confused. Like, I was really, 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 really confused. Because I was like, I told you though. Like, in my head, I told you. Because I didn't want to bring back up nothing. Because this man is in my room. This man knows where I live. This man, we used to work at the same institution. So, I was like, oh, and this man is taller than me. This man is like 6'3". I'm 6'1". So, honey, I am studying. If I have to fight, I have to, pull something. Ah, a pretty bitch like me don't really want to be fighting these days. So before he tried to go, before he left, he pushed me to the wall and kissed me and said, have a good night. But mind you, before that, this guy tried to suck my tits and telling me I have wonderful tits. He's like, babe, oh, what we gonna do? Like, some of these Nigerian guys are thirsty. Like, it's scratching my head talking about it. Like, some of these Nigerian guys, they don't know how to take it down, bruv. Like, it's not the first time I'm coming across a thirsty Nigerian guy like him. Honey, I could give you stories of me going out. I could give you stories of me even walking in the street and Nigerian guys are just at me, at me, at me, at me, at me. And it's like, ah! Give me a break! Like, fucking hell, bro. Like, sometimes I get so fed up. But, like, The first thing that now I don't care really and truly at this point if you'll come for me, but at this time it's not my fault because I told this guy. So moving forward, he keep calling, say, babe, I like you, da 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 da. And I in my delusional mind now, it's like, babe, yeah. And every time he call, I'll tell him I'm doing something. Until until a day in this week. A day in this week, I decided to. He called, and I was like, okay, let me tell him. And I screenshot the conversation and send it to him. And he was like, I broke his heart. I was like, how did I break your heart? He forgot about this. How will you forget about something like this? How will you forget something like this? Tell me. Jesus, my lashes. Sorry, guys. How are you going to forget something like this? Then he asked me if I have a girlfriend. And he said there's this other one trans begging to come and see him. I was like, okay. Like, I don't really want to care about that. I was like, you know, I got this off my chest and let's move forward in life. Do you want to be friends or you don't want to go separate ways? Like, I honestly, he's calm, but he's just thirsty for pom pom. And I don't have that to give him. I humbly apologize. I don't have that to give him. Something's wrong with my lashes, but we gotta work with them. But guys, like, just tell me if this time, like, if it's my fault, because this story time is not too long, and because like I stopped talking to him. Now I had one happen before him, between my birthday. I filmed that one, and the footage I don't have the footage on my phone. The footage I filmed it on someone else's phone, and I didn't be able to get it. So I have to film that over to give you guys before I forget about that scenario. But guys, I just hope you guys understand what a bitch have to go through. And do you agree with certain Nigerian guys being thirsty? Like, come on. Because I was here, be dying for pom pom. Willing to do anything for pom pom. So nevertheless, thank you for stopping by. Do not forget to subscribe, like, and press the notification button. And if you want more story time, guys, tell me. I'm coming. I say I'm coming this year. I'm not stopping. I'm not stopping on my channel. I'm not stopping. My podcast is coming out soon, guys. I'm just like in the mix of seeing about stuff. But my podcast is coming out soon. It's supposed to be every Sunday. 8 or 6 p.m. around there. Every Sunday, my podcast is supposed to air, but I don't know when it's coming. It's coming out this month, but I don't know which Sunday. So I will upload a video on this channel before I put it on my next channel, and that's my strictly Pillow Talk by Onika channel, and this is just all about Onika Banfield. So love you, humans. Love you guys so much. Thank you for the support, the love on my hard people. Guys, as soon as I move apartment, I am going to do my giveaway because I don't want to like prolong it and have it long and have people feel like I'm not a person of my word. I am a person of my word. So as I said, as soon as I move apartments and stuff, I will do the giveaway. But I'm bitching all the money now, so love you guys. Bye.